Now today's date and time is 8:44 p.m., April the 13th, 2015. And the title of this audio recording going to be, in my opinion, about the 3/7/2015 investigation. I done said it so many times in the same mannerism, the same words in different arrangements, and or etc. Now, whoever should know, on March the 7th, 2015, I'm standing on Schoolcraft and Schaefer in front of the bus stop in front of a church. You have a church, a little strip mall, McDonald's, and beside or behind the McDonald's is the second police precinct. Across the street from the bus stop is a party store. Then you have the Stratmore Postal Station on Schaefer Highway. Then you have another church. You have a church. Then you have, what's that next to that church? A CVS Rite Aid. So I'm standing at the corner on Schoolcraft and Schaefer on the, let me see if I can say it right, on the south corner, the southeast corner of Schoolcraft and Schaefer at the bus stop to continue going down south down Schaefer. I just get off the bus. I'm looking down the street right and left. I'm like, it's around whatever it was, 1:20. I know the bus already made it down through here because at an hour after, 4 minutes after the hour, it's on Puritan. Boom, I kind of clock it. I know. I'm like, dang, I missed it. Or maybe I didn't. So I just assumed I missed it. So I dip in the church to holler at them. 30 seconds later, police officer comes in, said you was dancing in the street, or he said, I got a call of a person dancing in the street. Then he say, I fit the description. It was some kind of issue down the street, a shooting further down east on Schoolcraft. And I said, didn't you just see me? I said to the officer, didn't you just see me get off the bus? I think the incident was further east down on Schoolcraft, or maybe it was right around on the corner of Schoolcraft and Grand River. And he just assumed I fled the scene, hopped on the bus, and was smart enough to get off on Schoolcraft and Schaefer and try to make my escape continuing going down Schaefer. Now, I just seen the officer turn the corner going east on Schoolcraft to go south down Schaefer, so I dip in the church. I don't know what's going on. All I know, I'm about to go talk to these people in the church because I dropped the mayor flyer off when I was running for mayor. And now I got an issue about where the full $1,000 came from and all this and that. I just got a letter today in the mail all up in my financial business. And I already handled that situation with the individual facility governmental agencies that's asking about the money. So I'm about to put them on blast. So, you know, the officer come in like 30 seconds behind me. I didn't even get a chance to get my momentum going good talking to them because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to word it, how it's going to come out of my mouth, and I'm talking, but it ain't coming right. Then all of a sudden, I'll turn around, boom, officer coming in the church. You fit the description. You was dancing in the street. You got to call somebody dance in the street. Then he gonna say you fit the description. He gonna say, can I get some ID? I said, I don't have to show you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. Basically, what I'm saying in my mind at this point in time, here come a honorable, disrespectful police officer doing their job in the aiding and abetting of the breaching of my human rights because I'm in a minority, allegedly minority city in a area where we all reside, which is in the city of Detroit, particularly in the area where I was, Schoolcraft and Schaefer. I'm making this too long. All it could have been just 5 minutes of making it too long. I know everybody upset about that. But the issue is he want to search me and do all this, and I already said it. I had a big old Rambo knife on me. I have a fraudulent mental lien. I'm gone for 14 days and have a felony, probably some kind of criminal charge for having a Rambo blade on me. I need something for protection. We got pit bulls running out here. I'm not gonna do nothing to nobody if they don't do nothing to me. And anybody who really knows me know I keep it moving. It's rarely I may do something, but like I always say when I was a little kid, I don't trust myself. I don't know what I might do. So who knows the meaning of that statement I just said? You know what I'm talking about. But I was so upset. Here they come, railroading me in the system, sent me to a mental facility, made a fraudulent police report on July the 8th, 2009, took $6,000 worth of guns and ammos, violated my persons, took my really personal property, which is weapons, guns, blood, my freedom, whatever label description you want to call it, had me taking experimental drugs that have horrendous side effects. A female in the mental facility took a syringe out her coat, out her jacket, sucked the medicine in the syringe. First, she poured the medicine in a measuring cup, sucked it in the syringe, then poured it back into another measuring cup. And I'm the only person she did it to, and she gave me that specific medicine. Maybe it was a dirty syringe or something. That individual needed to take a polygraph test, and she lives in the hood and went to school with me. I played dumb like I didn't remember. So back to the police officer at the 2nd Precinct. Now, the officer at the 6th Precinct, that when this fraudulent police report came about and the police officer dislocated my shoulder in the presence of a 6th Precinct supervisor and 2 other police officers, so altogether it was 4 police officers in my household. And the 2 other officers that stood there and watched. The other officer with the 6th Precinct supervisor watched this other officer dislocate my shoulder with no merit. And I'm saying, give me some slack, give me some slack. I wasn't irate, I wasn't combative, I wasn't doing anything wrong. He just took it upon himself because his covenant member status, sympathetic sympathizer status, covenant member status, new recruit status, and or etc. So now I'm like, back to the Schoolcraft and Schaefer incident. You're not searching me because even if I didn't have the Rambo blade on me, you're not going to search me. I'm not giving you nothing. And first of all, you should know who I am anyway. So back to the 6th Precinct, I sent a certified letter in the mail to the 6th Precinct officer, the head person, whoever was, the detective, whatever it was. The mailing receipt is on Facebook. And that 6th Precinct officer, right at that moment when I handed him that, probably within some time period later, he went to the 2nd Precinct. And when I went to the 2nd Precinct trying to locate him, like, I need a copy of that letter because I had a little malfunction with my computer and all this and that, and I lost the paperwork. Basically, I just added on to it instead of saving it. And when, long story short. So they were saying he don't work there. The officers at the precinct was laughing at me, saying, we don't know who you're talking about. This guy don't work here. Now, if that same police officer is the head person at the 2nd Precinct now, I believe. And that officer that called 2 other Caucasian officers to back him up works under this individual. So that mailing receipt killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He didn't do his duty when he was at 6th Precinct, now he at 2nd Precinct. Now what you going to do now? But I'm not certain he's still there at the 2nd Precinct, but I believe he is, because when I went down there to make the complaint at the 2nd Precinct that following Sunday, they said, well, the person who you're talking about, I think he's the person in charge you need to go talk to. So they said, it's going to the chief investigator office. So chief investigator's office. And it's so amazing. I'm going to put this on how the police chief investigator report is on the same, like they just wrote the report that day. I guess Mr. Lynch's name had urgency status to it where they just made the complaint right there. But later on, another officer at the chief investigator office called me, but the paperwork says it was on the 9th when they started the investigation, which is true. But the mailing date on the postmark envelope is It's so crazy. And then I called them for the people that know, I called the chief investigator office and they lie with backdated paperwork that was over 90 days, and they owe me money for that because you trying to conduct an investigation after 90 days and have the paperwork. Oh, maybe you made a mistake on the dates. I called them before in a lie. And they still trying to implement an investigation. I said, whoa, it's past 90 days. Oh, where my money at? There ain't no need to talk to you no more. Get my money. And I put that information on Facebook, and the people that know, well, it wasn't on Facebook at that time. I was sending DVDs out to people and stuff, people who I didn't even know. Get them information to send it to people. Basically in government, private public business owners, activist groups, and et cetera, overseas and in the United States. So the bottom line is, the major thing is they want to conduct an investigation. All I want that officer, he said I fit the description. I'm requesting the 911 tapes from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And now they saying they're gonna narrate it, take things out that I shouldn't be hearing and all this and that. Well, it's not even no use of making a recording for me on a DVD and hand it to me, because if you put it on a CD negative R like I requested, you're not going to have enough space to put all the information on it. So you're going to have to put it on a DVD negative R. So, Mr. Officer, investigating team, I hope y'all figure that out. So now the only thing I want to know, we know they can alter things and tamper with things because they just said on the paper that they're going to narrate it and give it to me, take things out, and give me a cost that's money that I don't have. I don't even have $25 to get to January 20 of 2015 city council meeting. I don't have $25 for that. So how I'm going to pay over $25 to get a 911 order recorded? But check this out, citizens. The most important thing about this whole investigation, their paperwork, they're taking time and money and telling me how much it's going to cost all this and that. They could have deleted all that nonsense. The officer should have just came clean. So what I'm going to find out if the tape, they narrating it, things going to be taken out. So how will I know if I fit the description? I said I want 6th precinct area and second precinct area. All the phone calls from that time period, 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And they say they're going to narrate it. So that defeats the purpose. If it applies, in my opinion, it defeats the purpose, but it may not apply. My opinion may not apply. So now, therefore, I will not know for certain if I fit the description, because I don't know what time period this shooting with all this little criminal act went down. So I just said from 11 a.m. to 3:30, because they're not telling me what it was, but they're going to interfere with my travel from point A to B and say we're going to have to do our job. But I was told later on, or maybe, they told me in the church it was a shooting down the street, whatever, but I don't know which way. But I seen the police lights and stuff when I got off the bus further east down Schoolcraft. So now it's the officer credibility and his racist protocols and tactics, which he's and anyone else would say it was lawful, which I call legal corruption, anti-legalism, and they're going to cover it up like always. If I wasn't in the church, I probably would have got beat down and murdered on the street. And like I said before, he has a mental lean. He was crazy. We don't know if he was on his medicine. I was in fear for his life. A gunman working for the government, which is my employee, scared of his boss, which I can't see and believe. But if I take my shirt off, it ain't no muscles. It's a beer belly gut, carpal tunnel, stiff black man that's 6'2", and you think he look big and muscle bound. You'll be surprised. Take my shirt off, it ain't what you thought it was. So the whole issue is, I done got sidetracked again. The issue is, all that officer have to do, take a polygraph test. Was there really a description that fitted me in your reason, your lawful, honorable reason and action and behavior to stop me and check me and run my ID, and hopefully I had a warrant, and bingo, more money for the city government, and I'm off to the hooscow to make the jail investors some money from the federal government, which came from me, the citizens, in the first place, and they're going to get stockholding dividends, stockholders funds for my incarceration. So the number one thing, I made this too long, the officer need to take a polygraph test. And the 911 call is not going to be credible because they're going to narrate it. So they need to tell me what was the author. Well, they haven't even came down to that. They want information from me. And why did they call my mother, ask her questions on March the 9th, 2015, on that following Monday? Because they already got me in the system as a mental case, and they're going to try to discredit me with the words of my mother. And that's fraudulent in itself. My mama ain't got nothing to do. Oh, we just trying to get the credibility of your son and all this and that. We need to get a character, this and that. Well, I just destroyed the character of the police department. They made it fraudulent police report. July the 8th, 2015, never investigated it. They sent me to the mental facility, and I just found out that the next door neighbor was saying I was cussing him out. That's a mother blanking lie. I was cussing out whoever heard me. And I'll talk about that at a later date and time. I already got an order recorder from yesterday, but it's limited. I'm going to put that out there, but I don't know. But I'm going to put that out there because something went down the other day and caused conflict in the home. Ms. Sheffield, can you resolve that with your speech about the lady that killed her 2 kids and you did your prayer vigil and talking on Let It Rip? You haven't addressed me. Oh, Mr. Lynch, you're not in my district. If you was in my district, I can help you. That's the cop-out that we hear. And when they was talking on Let It Rip, they wasn't talking about in the district. They say we need to come together as a whole, a collaborative, a unit. Then they're going to throw, oh, you're not in my district, I can't help you. James, take my district person. And believe me, they staff knows who I am. So the bottom line is the credibility. They want to try to attack my character. Their character already destroyed, but they still want to use pre-functionatory investigation procedures and protocols. I want my $900 billion flat out. My mama ain't got nothing to do with what went down on that Saturday on March the 7th, 2015. So why you calling her? And they talking about they're going to need to talk to witnesses and get videotapes. So if the party still say they don't have the videotape no more, they need to get their technology department to go in there and retrieve that information. Or maybe the camera angles wasn't on that corner where I was at, but he would have seen me get off the bus. How far they see me, I don't know. But I guarantee you, they won't let me take a polygraph test to say I wasn't dancing in the street. I win right there on that one statement. If it was a call or someone dancing in the street, the 911 tape will show that. And they can insert something like that and make a fraudulent recording, tamper with it, because we know they do that stuff. But then I can go, that's what the polygraph test is for. And it's already in the police department handbook. But do this issue complies with that 4-page steps and procedure of a police officer taking a polygraph test? But I believe the Constitution states that. But then the police will say, well, my job contract, my union contract prevents me from taking a polygraph test. Well, that union contract is fraudulent then, because you breached my rights and burden of proof is on me. What the witness is going to say? They can't say in the church, why are you talking to the innocent people in the church? They don't know me from Jack Smack. They don't know me from Jack Smack. So you're going to interfere with their life, asking them questions, and they got the nerve to go ask some church people some questions. Or they know he came in, the officer said this and that, or they going, I don't know what's going to happen. Because you know they probably got a rapport with the 2nd precinct and the party store. Y'all know how that stuff, community stuff go. We have people up here, we call you, come take care of them. The church, I'm not positive, but I made it too long of a speech, but it makes sense. Take out what don't need to be in there and make sure it doesn't, because it may apply to something else later on down the road or something that happened in the past that people may not know about. So the number one thing is they trying to get my character. I just destroyed the police department character, the justice department character, and or et cetera character. A fraudulent police report, they don't want to take a polygraph test. No matter what was said and stated, the credibility of those words and statements have to be proven, and it wasn't proven. I was railroaded set up because the police know I had a stockpile of weapons every time they came to the crib. Now this ghost supernatural stuff is being proven. I proved it years ago. They don't want to mess with it because it'll mess up their prestige. What prestige? What prestige do a police department, a taxpayer government official has? The citizens pay you. Or your colleagues and the sources going to diss you? My liberties and rights been breached. What's up with that? I'm gone. I said enough. Bottom line is the police want to, well, we just need a character witness of a family member. Y'all already know what's up with my mother. She ain't right in the head. So that's abuse of a adult, abuse of power as a governmental law enforcement officer, and any other label description you want to describe. And another thing, my mother ain't got nothing to do with what went down on the street. They always come and asking my parents some information. They ain't got nothing to do with my complaint. Oh, we're just trying to get some character references. Y'all know what y'all doing, dirty cops. And I said I wasn't going to curse no more. And I did slip up, but I almost let it fully go out. I'm not cursing no more. I'm giving it up. I've been fighting for a while, but I'm truly not going to curse no more on the audio recording starting this day, this moment. No more curse words, because that's offending people, and I apologize. The cursing is cut out. I destroyed the police character. I destroyed the Justice Department character. I destroyed the court system character. I destroyed the Bar Association of Michigan character. ITT Tech. Paralegal personnel that was in my class. That's a lovely thing. Was in cahoots with the people that were talking maliciously about me. I'm out.